Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, we got some boxing news with my man Demetrius Andrade, living legend, #2 pound for pound, and I tell you guys why. Also a Negro League fighter, right? But before that, I want to give props to Fisk University. You know, it's the first university, the HBCU university, that has a female gymnast team, a black female gymnast team. And I'm just going to say this, it's awesome. These ladies, in gymnastics, we've had issues. It's another one of those sports that we weren't allowed to participate in, and it's hard to do, throughout the years. So, all those sports where we couldn't participate in, like tennis and others and and figure skating and stuff like that. So we've had a few. I mean, we know that Simone Biles has taken over. Simone Biles has did a Serena Williams to the sport. And me being old enough I can remember Nadia Comaneci. I didn't think anybody would rival her because she got those tens way back in the 70s, guys. But Nadia Comaneci was awesome. Simone Biles even topped that. And so that's pretty awesome. I mean, but Karine Tarver is coaching this team. She won an NCAA title back in the day, and I just want to say, girl, we love you. Continue to lead these young ladies, and these young ladies know their history, and they know what they're doing, why they're doing it, and they're up against it. And you guys will see people will not be on your side, but persevere and continue to work. We love y'all. Fisk University, more power to you. Now, Demetrius Andrade, right? We know the much maligned, awesome fighter that we know is awesome. And, for example, my #2 pound for pound, because I factor in the people that won't fight him. So let's talk about one of them that won't fight him. And his former promoter. Promoter Eddie Hearn, which anybody that found me in boxing would know who Eddie Hearn is. He's a promoter of Anthony Joshua and others. He promoted Danny Jacobs, which I thought was a good, before he got Danny Jacobs a few big fights. And he's a top-notch promoter. Some people like his energy, and some think he talks too much, right? But definitely he's one of the top guys. Now, he was promoting Demetrius Andrade and had Demetrius Andrade over there at the zone, and he was trying to Demetrius Andrade been trying to fight Canelo Alvarez, Gennady Golovkin, and this guy Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia is about 36-0 with 35 knockouts or something like that, right there, right? It was a mandatory for Demetrius Andrade and just didn't fight him. Decided I'm not doing that. I'll go do other stuff. I'll call up Gennady Golovkin. I'll do other stuff. But I am not fighting Demetrius Andrade. And nothing happened, right? Nothing happened. Then Janovic came, and they didn't force Janovic to fight Munguia instead of Demetrius Andrade, right? So they could make the fight bigger. But anyway, Eddie Hearn has come out and said, you know what? I want Dimitri Bivol to fight Jaime Munguia at a catch weight of 170 pounds. Which leads me right there to believe just anything from Jaime Munguia, anything except for my fighting Demetrius Andrade. Matter of fact, Dimitri Bivol versus Demetrius Andrade at a catch weight of 170. And see, what you guys would think is, well, I don't know what you come up with against Demetrius Andrade. But the thing is, boxing won't allow him to get any high-profile fight. Like Jaime Munguia would have been high profile. The winner of Jaime Munguia versus Janovic, instead of forcing Demetrius Andrade to fight a Zach Parker and share $185,000, right? Share, right? So we probably got $100,000, right? No, we don't want him to fight Jaime Munguia. We don't want him to fight Canelo Alvarez when he was a champion at 154, or he was a champion at 160, and they could have been undisputed fight. We don't want that. That's too high profile, right? Dimitri Bivol, Eddie Hearn has Dimitri Bivol on contract. He should be saying, let Dimitri Bivol fight Andrade at a catch weight at 170 pounds. And if you think about it, I did a video 2 months about it, talking exactly about that fight. It will be a great fight because everybody in boxing and that knows boxing, knows that Demetrius Andrade is good. Canelo Alvarez fans know exactly how good he is because they don't want him to fight him, right? Anybody that's easy, Canelo can fight. No, they're not complaining about John Ryder. They didn't complain about Yildirim. They didn't complain about Roy Fielding or Amir Khan or anything like that. Soon as somebody's good, they complain. That's the stamp of approval, is when they don't want Canelo to fight you. Now, Eddie Hearn had Andrade under his wings in his promotion company and couldn't give him these fights because he knows in negotiations or when he's trying to talk to these people, because he had Canelo Alvarez too, they just refused to fight him. Gennady Golovkin, Canelo Alvarez, Jaime Munguia, none of them, nothing high profile, right? And we could still say Demetrius Andrade hasn't fought anybody. That's what you guys can do. But they can kiss my, you know what I'm saying? Because we're going to focus on what's really up. And that's why no matter what happens here, I don't give a damn about this YouTube channel. I'm going to tell you the truth. And the guy is my number 2 pound for pound because of these things. You know, I'm not going to let them patronize me or you or anybody that comes in here and act like we don't have legendary fighters walking in our midst day in and day out. They just mostly happen to be of color. Mostly. I'm not saying all, because Alexander Usyk is a legend as well. Goes to everybody's backyard to beat the hell out of him. And he never tries to fight at home. Ever. I'm talking about before the Ukrainian war. That's legendary. Legendary has no color. Right? So damn it, Demetrius Andrade, this is just another example. I would, Eddie Hearn here. I would like to have Demetrius Bivol fight Jaime Munguia at 170. What has Jaime Munguia done to get that fight? Right? Since we asked people what they've done. Demetrius Andrade has been champions. He was the champion and Jaime Munguia was his mandatory. He was the champion and Canelo Alvarez was his mandatory. He was the champion and we could have had an undisputed fight. Now make sure this is clear. He's been begging, Demetrius Andrade. Begging. He's been to press conferences and been kicked out. Can't go to Golovkin's press conference. Can't go to Canelo's press conference. And I know people like, it's redundant talking about Demetrius Andrade. No. It's redundant hating on Demetrius Andrade, right? And people that are that evil, then I don't give a damn how many times you're going to hear it, but you're going to hear it if you come here. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all. Have a good day.